Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies and television. I'm your host, Christian. Join me and my co-host, Ian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Joseph.
Yellow.
Jehu. Back again to talk about the latest happenings in Hollywood. Ian, since you're back, why don't you do the news
welcome
for us,
back, buddy.
I know.
Yeah,
it's been like, we've missed you so much.
I know. Last week it was Cult Classics was a great episode, people are telling me. My good.
You know, that reminds me. I just now listened to the Best of the Decade thing. And my whole thing is, you know, this is off color, but Sarah sometimes makes fun of me because I like everything. And she lets me see her naked, so I'm fine with that. You guys bagging on me because I like everything. Fuck y'all. I don't want to see any of y'all naked.
Did we bag on you?
You guys, it was mainly what you did. The only person that wasn't pissing me off in that was Zach, and I don't know that dude. But if he's listening, thank you for not bagging on me.
I feel like we rep Mad Max hard.
You did, but every time you guys got to a shitty movie, you were literally like, oh, Hurt probably likes this.
But did you, though?
Most of the time you were right, but still, fuck y'all.
Anyway, well, good to have us all back. First thing is Pinocchio live action. Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah.
Hasn't done a good movie.
I shouldn't have even started. You nailed it.
That's crazy.
I only remember him doing the Joseph Gordon-Levitt Man on a Pole movie.
Not Forrest Gump or Back to the Future.
Right.
That's what comes to my head. You ruined your legacy.
I mean, that's not even the good shitty movie to bring up. The shitty movie to bring up is Polar Express.
Polar
Oh,
Express.
yeah, God.
That's a good movie.
There are a lot of kids that really love
Yeah,
that
that's a
movie.
holiday classic.
I mean,
I didn't know he did that.
I don't think he's ever listened to the podcast. I was going to say friend of the podcast, but Devin fucking loves that movie, which is mainly what you need to know about.
Yep.
We play that every year as like a free holiday classic for kids, so it's like become the new like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I mean, it is probably better than Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Fuck
What do you
Yeah,
mean? You're Mr.
hard, big disagree.
Claymation. What are you doing?
Either way, this is really off
We're doing
topic.
a really bad job of doing the news today, guys.
Okay, focus. Robert Zemeckis is doing what?
Pinocchio. That sounds creepy.
Live action Pinocchio.
That sounds
action.
like Chucky or like a Twilight Zone or something.
He sounds like exactly who I wouldn't want to do this. If you were like, hey, what director would you not want to do Pinocchio? I'd be like, well, Robert Zemeckis would make it really really like creepy and no fun. It's like, yep, that's who's doing it.
Yeah, it's, again, another Disney live action. I think this is the second one they've done. I said this before we started, and I may be wrong, but I think there's one with Jonathan Taylor Thomas from the 90s that is a Pinocchio live action movie. Yeah, I don't want this. I don't care.
Yeah, this will do bad. This sounds like Dumbo. No one.
This is like Dumbo.
It's one of those cartoons that it's not remembered well. There's no audience for this.
Yeah, they're both like...
I heard Dumbo was pretty good.
Dumbo's
but-
just...
I never saw it.
The original Dumbo is just sad. This movie is already creepy. Making
it's
it
just
live action is
weird.
going to make it even creepier.
And I didn't write it down, but I just remember there's a live action Bambi coming. They're developing,
Yeah,
which
they
is
announced
like
that, too.
I think they're getting to the bottom of the well with this live action stuff.
There's so many other things. Why can't you do...
Sword in the Stone.
Princess and the Frog. Like, there's better ones out there.
The thing is about these is the things about both of those two movies that's beloved is the animation. I don't think anybody really needs, we need a new take on that story. What new take? And there's been about 50 takes on Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Do I really want to see live action Bambi mom hunted?
I mean, yes, that'd be the only reason I'd watch it.
That would be so sad. Absolutely not. I don't need that.
Who would you cast as Geppetto?
That's a good question.
Frank Reich.
I'm going Tom Hanks.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm going with Werner Herzog.
Oh, that's the
Werner, maybe. I think
Werner Herzog.
Yeah, that's the winner.
Yeah,
Y'all didn't even appreciate my Frank Reich joke. That dude looks like fucking Geppetto.
he does.
So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Those both sound bad. Mega Man live action. It's a movie.
Movie.
Why?
Yeah. Also, there is no audience for this. Like, no one likes Mega Man. I don't know. Sonic,
Actually, you know what?
Sonic's supposed to do
I feel
well.
like it could be cool.
I take that back. So the original Mega Man series, one, there's not a lot to it, and two, it's just fucking bonkers. The Mega Man X series has a pretty good narrative to it. That one I think could be adapted better than the actual like OG Mega Man stuff, but who knows? We'll see what happens.
I think there's some cool designs in it, but it's nothing I'm dying to see. But it's not for me. It's 4-year-olds, so have fun, 4-year-olds.
Yeah, I think, like you just said, I think the design would look cool in live action. That's something I'd like to see. I also think there's not a huge like well to mine there. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you could have a lot of creative freedom with that character. And
Who's
maybe,
even the villain of Mega Man?
fuck if I know.
Well, I remember that in the original game, there was like Cuts Man and Burn Man and Ice Man and Dick Man and whatever, you know.
Isn't
Dick Man was a hidden character.
Isn't like Dr. Wily or something?
Dr. Wily's the main villain.
See, if they
That's
were
right. He was-
smart, they tie it into Sonic and make their own Avengers, and Jim Carrey could be their...
Yeah, just make Dr. Robotnik the villain.
Fuck, I kind of want to go back play some Mega Man now.
Yeah. Mega Man's cool, so we'll see. I didn't know
But
they
not
had,
as a live action series.
I didn't know that they've already done a cartoon though. See, all I've ever played is the.
Oh, I didn't know that they did either.
What's Mega Man X? Is that video game?
It's a video game series.
Okay.
It was the Super Nintendo, right?
It's on all sorts of platforms. I have a game for the PS2 that's not bad.
Nice.
Okay. Next is Captain Marvel 2 is officially in development. They got writers on it.
Female writers.
I'm not taking the bait. I think Captain Marvel is a fine movie. It's better than Transformers. It's middle of the pack on the Marvel movies. So I think they could do better, action scene wise.
I mean,
I think that she's a great character, and I think that, put her in a situation where she's not overpowered. Whether you put her on an alien... They should treat her like Superman.
Yeah.
Put her on a alien planet where there's stronger people, and, they could make a cool story.
I like Captain Marvel a lot, so yeah, I'm excited about this. I trust him to do more.
More Goose.
Did you hear some fucking bros tried to start some petition this week to have Brie Larson
Yeah.
removed?
What idiots.
Fuck off and die.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if I-
Brie Larson has an Oscar. She doesn't need anyone's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
this is what... Man, there's just so much interesting stuff on the internet to do. There's pornography. Like, I don't know why you would waste your fucking time with such bullshit.
yeah.
I didn't read past the headline on this one, but they advertise it as like the writers of this are doing a WandaVision. I haven't fucking seen WandaVision isn't out yet. How am I supposed to know if that's a market quality or not?
Yeah.
That's like the cart before the horse.
Yeah,
I did think that part was interesting because that must mean Marvel, whoever's Kevin
a lot
Feige,
of faith, yeah.
trust however WandaVision is coming out.
Well, they moved it up from 2021 to
They bumped it up?
2020, and then they just bumped up Falcon and Winter Soldier. So it sounds like
They needed to do
2020's
both of those things.
Yeah, 2020 is going to have both. It's going to be like an October, November for WandaVision.
I love it.
I mean, they need to bump that stuff up because I've forgotten Disney Plus exists since the end
Yeah,
of The
they've got to be
Mandalorian.
like the thing is they got everyone on a year with Verizon, but I think the month-to-month people they got to have dropped off.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just not. They're putting a movie on every couple weeks, like they put Aladdin, they put Endgame, but they don't have any original content.
I'll even do shit like, oh, I want to watch The Simpsons right now, and I'll forget that that's a thing that I can do that with.
Yeah, I think the biggest, you're talking about the original content thing. It's hard because when Prime and Netflix and Hulu all started, they didn't have original content either. All that stuff came on later, but because we have it now, that's how we judge it. And I mean I think once you get through the first year, because you're going to get Captain America, Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Mandalorian Season 2 all in the last 6 months of 2020.
Yep.
And
that's strong. And
That's
then hopefully
strong.
from there they can keep it rolling.
yeah, now you have traction
Yeah.
and time into it.
I think they're in a dead period right now. They just had the Mandalorian off the gate. It's kind of like launching a system. You have one game and you got to add more as you go.
Yeah.
Definitely buying a system at launch is for suckers.
Yeah. So we'll see. Captain Marvel, like I said, cool. I'm sure they'll do something cool. J.J. Abrams is doing a Justice League Dark movie or property. I don't know if they said TV show or
They said movie and TV shows. Multiple things.
I don't know.
I'm interested in all these characters. I've never been interested in them packaged together under the name Justice League Dark.
That's actually a fair point.
Yeah.
Also, there's been a Justice League Dark in development hell since the mid 2000s.
yeah.
I didn't even know the Guillermo del Toro one was dead.
Yeah, that's the one I'd rather see.
Yeah.
I'm a little JJ'd out.
Yeah.
I like Rise of Skywalker. I came up positive on that, but he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to finish the deal.
He's got one shtick,
yeah.
and I think we're all kind of getting tired of the shtick.
That tone doesn't fit Justice League Dark. Guillermo del Toro's tone fits Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
Like the weird abstract dark. So
I would have been fine with JJ doing a Superman movie because I think that's more in line with what he
Totally.
But I can't see that guy directing John Constantine and Swamp Thing.
I feel like this is, I'm going to do something that people won't expect from me, and I don't know if that guy necessarily has that in him.
Yeah.
yeah, and fuck Lost.
I'm not even going to get into this with you.
I'm not falling for that bait.
Yeah, exactly. Next up,
Bradley Cooper in the Leonard Bernstein
biopic.
Yeah, and this
think he's directing it?
Yeah, this is Netflix. So this is like the next after *A Star Is Born*, his next like project.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
I don't know this person.
He is a famous musician / musical educator, probably the most famous musical educator, and he's just a real fascinating dude.
No.
I think his life would make a really good biopic.
Is he still alive?
No, he died. I don't know.
Wow.
A while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Bradley Cooper will do a good job with it, too.
I would like to see Bradley Cooper as Leonard
Yeah.
Bernstein. He's kind of similar aesthetic.
I'm excited for this film and the potential it has. I think it's something, too, that shouldn't take terribly long to make. I mean, it may be something we see by Oscar season next year.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. *Star Is Born* is great. I fucking love that movie. One of my favorite movies that year, so I'm all for Bradley Cooper.
I have no opinion on this.
There's nothing blowing up in this movie. So
nothing's going to blow up in this.
Big Star Wars news. Disney's just too much Star Wars.
I love the enthusiasm became big Star Wars news.
I'm a little Star Wars burnt out at this point. We need like a year off. But Obi-Wan and Cassian Andor, two separate kind of things. Obi-Wan, I guess they delayed indefinitely. They sent the crew home. Sounds like they want to work on the scripts. This kind of came out of left field because everyone had seen positive on it. Mm-hmm. Deborah, I don't know, someone who directed a Mandalorian episode was...
Deborah Chow.
Yeah. She was going to direct it, and now they're saying they want to redo the scripts, but there's no timetable, so I don't know. Something happened.
Here,
I don't know what, but...
I still think they're putting this in park to get Kathleen Kennedy out and get the next person in charge. I think this is probably the biggest thing they have going right now, maybe bigger than any movies they have in development, and they don't want her in charge.
Because this is one of their last aces from the original trilogy.
For sure.
You can only do this once. You know,
it's one of the few things that the internet, like, universally was like, yes, we do want this.
Yeah. I hate that we judge things by that now, but yes, that's true.
Especially with Star Wars, it's hard not to because it's
it's the worst.
Two-sided and
the worst fans are Star Wars fans.
I mean, you know, Ewan said it's all the internet's in an uproar, it's all bullshit, and they were all clickbait articles. The show just got delayed 6 months. The rumor is, though, the reason why is because they're trying to get the episode count right. Is it going to be 6? Is it going to be 8? Is it going to be 4? And they even when they went down to 4, they thought, well, why not just do 1 2.5 hour long movie instead of doing 4 TV shows? So I think that's really where they're trying to figure out is, you know, if we only have 2 hours that we like, why don't we make that into a movie? Or can we get to another
numbers
hour?
on with accountants? Does it make more sense to put it in a theater, or make it go on Disney Plus?
I'm not offended by an Obi-Wan movie either.
Honestly, I'd be okay with either. I'm not upset with it being a TV show, but I would definitely be down for a movie as well.
I don't want filler. Like I said, those Netflix shows, they just became a fucking slog.
Well,
you know what I mean? And you don't want that.
The thing is, though, Mandalorian did good filler.
That's well,
you know.
But some of them were better than others.
But I feel like also, if Obi-Wan was doing filler, it'd be exactly like the Mandalorian filler. So what's the point?
Yeah.
You know?
Like
I was going to say, the only filler episode I really have with Mandalorian is the heist episode.
Yep.
And
the one with Gina Carano a little bit.
I don't feel like...
that one becomes important later on.
I also feel like you guys are counting filler as anything that doesn't directly push like a larger plot forward. If it's a good episode, it's not filler.
That's what I'm saying, though.
But the heist is filler. I mean, it's not...
That's a good episode.
It's a fun episode.
But filler doesn't mean negative. It's not. That's a connotation you're placing on it.
No,
it's not central to the plot. That's what makes filler.
We have a fundamental misunderstanding about what filler is.
See,
at this
you're
table.
saying filler is in it doesn't further the overall story. But there's two things. There's killer and there's filler. If it's killer, it can't be filler. If that episode was killer, it's not filler.
I don't really agree with that. I think you can have good filler episodes.
Yeah.
I think that is a good filler episode.
If you
but
take
I don't
that
think
out, it wouldn't change anything to go wrong with that show.
Yeah.
It would change me not watching that entertaining episode.
Yeah, but that doesn't change. That changes you, not the plot of the show.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, though? This is a very modern view on television. From basically what you're saying, all episodes to all TV shows before like 1996 were filler.
Yeah, well,
every episode of
serial sitcoms.
Law and Order was filler.
It's less serialized, you know.
Yeah,
and that makes filler episodes, but. Neither here nor there.
This is an unusual split. I don't like it. Let's go on to the next
Where's the party line?
I know it.
All right, and then something we all kind of thought was fun is the Fanboy, which is an old school comedy. Which I know Jay Baruchel's in it, and the guy from
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not yet. Kristen Stewart or Kristen Bell? I was like, both would fit. They're trying to get, one of their friends has cancer, and they're trying to steal the print for episode 1 before it comes out. And now there's rumors of Fanboy sequel trying to get the Zack Snyder cut for
Justice League.
Justice League, which, God, that sounds like a great idea.
That sounds like a fantastic
I
idea.
would watch the fuck out of that.
I love Fanboys. See, my one like note of reservation about this is like Fanboys is allegorical of A New Hope. Like everyone has a role and it's the exact same story. I don't want that for Justice League.
No.
Like, don't do that with Batman versus Superman
Right.
while they try to steal Justice League. That would be my one issue.
Go.
I think the big problem with this premise, though, is I bet before you could get this movie made, we'll have
the Snyder cut.
Yeah, that
for
may
sure.
happen too.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, we had Phantom
episode 1,
Menace before.
Yeah,
Fanboys.
I'd still watch it. Just the step ups and like how the internet is so toxic now. Like you could do so much humor.
I
with
would
that.
say also one of the best jokes in Fanboys is at the end when he goes, "What if the movie sucks, guys?" Like that is the same kind of humor you could have with this one.
I mean, Ian actually hits a good spot because when this movie came out, like, fan culture was still kind of cute. Like, it was still kind of fun to be a geek. And now it's, sort of miserable and hateful. So,
It's just everyone's spewing hate on the internet.
And it's definitely true, both in Star Wars and I would argue in the DC universe. Because there are still a lot of people who fucking love that dark and gritty shit from the DC universe.
Yep. And then the Clone Wars released final season trailer. This is more your guys'. I did watch it. Ahsoka looked pretty cool, all aged up. But what do you guys think?
Oh, that trailer is fucking.
It's a really
great.
good trailer.
That trailer is fucking awesome. It's hard for me to speak any critical way of it and just like, oh, it was really cool.
Yeah, that was my favorite thing of Star Wars I've seen in the last year. Maybe like that 2 minutes or whatever was fucking great.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't feel like I needed another season of this show. But I think you guys talked about it the other week that really the biggest knock on the what was previously the last season was that it didn't end as well. It didn't have that point of closure that the season before it had. So now they're getting an opportunity to give us more good content and go back and like do an ending.
See, I do worry on that note. I think the way this show ends is not by ending, but by leading you right into Revenge of the Sith.
That's entirely possible.
So, like, whereas Season 5 is still a great ending for the Clone Wars, this may be like, this is really connective between Attack of the Clones.
I do fear that is
Revenge
the
of the
whole
Sith.
fucking point of the series.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really excited. That trailer was great.
Yeah, I can't wait for this.
And it did seem like maybe we would get less jumping. Maybe it would just be like two different storylines.
Right.
So my only thing is like a lot of the payoff is in Rebels, right? For Clone Wars stuff.
Some of it.
Does that knock any of the?
No, not at all.
Because you know where these people end up at some point.
I don't think so because there's still. I mean, where the main two characters are because of.
But not everyone.
Right, but I mean because of Revenge of the Sith. So
yeah,
but yeah, no, I mean where a lot of these people end up, but it's still there's things that need resolution. So
in fact, I would say Rebels kind of necessitates this in that like. How does Rex, Wolf, and who's the other one? Who's the other clone that's with
I can't remember.
Gregor.
Yeah.
How do they end up not committing? Or I mean, you kind of know based on it, but you don't see those three ever making that decision not to commit Order 66.
Right.
So, like, I feel like that's something we may see in this.
You probably see some Rebels in this, like flashbacks, maybe.
Oh, for
like
sure.
Ezra.
You
and
definitely see
Kanan.
You definitely see Kanan in the trailer.
Right. Yeah. So.
There's a shot with Obi-Wan, and he's standing in the Jedi Councils all in like holograms around them, and whatever Kanan's Jedi Master is, I can't remember her name.
The guy who took his name.
Kanan, it's a female.
Oh.
Caleb Dune is his real name, but you see her and then a kid standing next to her.
That's probably Kanan.
And it's probably Kanan.
So, all right, well, we'll see. I think that's when's the date?
February 21st.
So soon.
Yeah, not that far. And that's the news.
Fantastic. Will join us a little bit later this week. We are going to be diving into a world that we've never gone into before.
That's what makes it so exciting.
It's the CW's Crisis on... Is it Infinite Crisis? Is that the title?
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay, Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's a multi-show crossover event with every single DC fanboy thing you can possibly imagine. And we'll share that with you.
The biggest ambition possible.
So thank you guys for listening. If you want to get in touch with us and tell us any other exciting news that you can think of, you can reach us at realphonies@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at realphonies, and on Instagram at real_phonies. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. We'll see you guys later.
Later.